What up, everyone? It's your boy Reckless Fox here. We out here, Rick Rawson as usual, and tonight we're gonna be talking about the new Power Rangers movie. The movie comes out, it premieres this Thursday, then Friday nationwide. And rock with me today, my special guest. I don't really do this a lot, but I kind of try to have special guests every now and then. Aside from Mr. Gotcha 15, say hello to a great fan of ours. He's been here since day one. From when I start from the bottom, and I'm making my way to the top as I go. My boy Bajimxenn. Say what's up, Bajimxenn.
Hello. I don't know a lot about Power Rangers as much as Reckless does, so you have to fill me in on a lot.
No, it's all good. Hey man, we're gonna fill you in as we go. I should put on some music, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary because I think the music might distract us and all that stuff. So. Where do we start? Okay, so for those of y'all who have been living under a rock since 1999, Saban and Lionsgate are bringing back Power Rangers, if at all, by making a movie. Granted, Power Rangers has been around for.
Sorry, are we talking about the movie or the show?
We're talking about the movie.
Okay, I can give some opinions about that.
Alright, so we're talking about the movie. For those of y'all who are not aware, I am a big Power Rangers fan. Even as cheesy as it is and as painful and cringeworthy the dialogue can be, I'm still a fan of Power Rangers. I've been a Power Rangers fan since I was a little boy, a little reckless, running around my living room, trying to fight and do karate and hopefully not scissor kicking my dog, and all that stuff. But enough about me. So Power Rangers, the new movie comes out this Thursday and Friday nationwide. I want to do a prediction show and how I think it's going to be rated on Rotten Tomatoes and box office and XYZ. So before that, Bajimxenn, do you have
interesting?
Yeah. Before I get to myself, what are your predictions of Power Rangers? How do you think it might hold up? Oh, great.
I don't think it might do well.
Yeah. Okay. You don't think it might do well? How so?
I think the critics are gonna really hate it. They're gonna rate it really low, and I think fans are gonna be torn by it. It's good for an American movie adaptation, and then there's gonna be other fans that are gonna be like, no, this is horrible. That's a prediction. People I think that's gonna be the most. I think that's the prediction. People are saying it's gonna be rated bad, and fans are gonna be torn apart between that.
True.
Is it good? Is it not? I can't really say it's gonna be good or bad or not. Because it could be good for I think you called it a popcorn flick,
Yeah, I did.
Well,
I did. I remember saying that.
It could be good for a watch. It'll be good for to sit down and watch. It might not be horrible. I hope it's not.
True. Yeah, I actually, for those of y'all who don't know, Daisy and I know him in real life. We had talked about this before along with X-Force Gamer and Exile Oreo and Mr. Gotcha 15. We had discussed our views on Power Rangers. I had initially said that it could be a popcorn flick, and for those of y'all who don't know what a popcorn flick is, basically it's a movie where it's it's silly, but you'll still watch it because it has something, it has a charm, and it has charisma to the point where it's it may not be the perfect movie, it may not be liked by critics, but you know what? I'll give it a whirl every now and then. I'll watch it from time to time. It's a good example is The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. The Mummy's not really a good movie. It's silly, but it's a fun movie to watch. You're not going into the movie expecting it to be a masterpiece. You're not looking for it to be a Citizen Kane. This is not going to be the Citizen Kane of childhood television shows that are becoming film adaptations of a movie or XYZ. I'm rambling on. I had said my initial prediction for Power Rangers is that I think it could be good. I'm not expecting this movie to be like balls to the wall, like amazing. I'm expecting it to be like a good fun movie to watch. Like I expect for this movie to be fun to the point where I can like take my nephew to go see it, because I have nieces and I have nephews that actually love watching Power Rangers. And I actually, for those of y'all who don't remember, I gave a couple of my Power Rangers comic books to my little nephew, because I know that he's a big Power Rangers fan. So again, I'm looking forward to seeing this movie not as like an amazing movie, like the greatest movie ever. I'm seeing this more as a popcorn movie. I'm expecting to have fun. I already know the critics are gonna bash the hell out of it, because I get notifications on my phone saying that, you know, Power Rangers is washed up and everything like that. But I'm sorry, we got a Ghostbusters reboot, and I'm pretty sure not a lot of people asked for that. We got a Max Steel movie that no one
no one watched that.
No, like no one even batted an eye about freaking Max Steel. Like I didn't even know there was a Max Steel movie that came out. It came out like back in October or November, and I thought it was gonna be based off like the Max Steel I remember growing up with, but no, it was based off the new one that's on Disney XD and stuff. So yeah, I'm already expecting critics to pan this, like, and I agree with you, Bajimxenn. This is gonna be the Batman versus Superman of childhood movies, because and hear me out. The reason why I say that is because when you look at Batman vs Superman, there are people who hate this movie with a burning passion, and then there are people who love this movie and wish that Rotten Tomatoes would burn to the ground. I myself, y'all already know how I felt about Batman vs Superman. I'm not gonna go into that. If y'all want, I'll put a link in the description box of my very first movie review, that being Batman vs Superman. I will just say the movie was I enjoyed Suicide Squad a lot more than Batman vs Superman, but that's a different story. I'm not gonna get into that. It's not about DC. It's about Power Rangers. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, my predictions are this, and this is no spoilers because I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm expecting for this movie, if we're gonna go on a Richter scale, like on Rotten Tomatoes, I say this movie is easily gonna be like in a range around 50 to 60% on the tomato meter, probably 40, and depending on the box office, I'm expecting this movie to make at least 200 mil. I'm just saying, I'm gonna put it out right now, 200, 300, because Transformers made so much money and that series is still going on, despite that series being trash. Gutter trash.
People love Transformers.
Like people love that gutter trash, but so I'm expecting.
I mean, like they love the cartoons and like the toys. Those Michael Bay.
It's one thing to like the toys and the cartoons, it's another to like a Michael Bay film. Granted, look, don't get me wrong. Michael Bay has done some good movies. Okay, The Rock is still probably my favorite movie aside from Pain and Gain. The Rock, Bad Boys 2, Transformers 1. The first Transformers is alright. I will take criticisms. I will let y'all crucify me if need be if I say that Transformers, the first one, was actually good. Pain and Gain is my favorite, my personal favorite in all Michael Bay movies. But I'm just saying, this movie again is going to be a division of fans and critics, just like Batman vs Superman. I'm expecting this movie to make a lot of moolah. After the first 2 weeks at the box office, I'm expecting this movie to be at least on the top 5 in the box office, and so it's gonna be up there with Beauty and the Beast and probably Get Out and the Lego Batman movie and Kong Skull Island. So I'm expecting this movie to be at least on the top 5. So also, when it comes to story, I'm expecting this movie to, from what we know, they're doing they're making a more kind of realistic version of Power Rangers, not like the R-rated fan film that came out a couple of years ago. That was directed by the guy who did who I think he did the choreography or like the cinematography for Dredd. I think he was the producer of Dredd, the new the most recent Judge Dredd movie, because I remember he also did a Punisher fan film and he cast Thomas Jane. He also did a Venom movie called Eddie Brock: Truth to Journalism, which if you guys have not, please check that out. It is an amazing film, short film. And the live action short film of Power Rangers that was rated R and starred James Vanderbeek and a couple other people. That one was really good. It actually helped me with my with me trying to rewrite Power Rangers as my own vision. Hopefully I'll be done by the time I'm almost done with it. I'll probably share it with you guys soon at one point, but
I'd like to hear that in a creative segment. That'd be really cool.
In a creative segment,
listen, like in a creative stream, to hear like what is your written, or like how would you write the Power Rangers?
I would tell you, but I'm pretty sure someone might decide to like take that. So I'm gonna keep that on the DL. By the way, for those of y'all who don't know, for those of y'all who will be watching this later on, we are streaming this on Twitch. So you're more likely you're gonna be watching the recorded version of this when it's on YouTube later on, hopefully probably tonight or tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm expecting for this. There are a few things I am expecting to happen in the movie. There's gonna be a bunch of Easter eggs to some of the Power Rangers, not just Mighty Morphin. You'll probably get an Easter egg from like Zeo or In Space or Time Force or Ninja Storm. More likely you'll get Easter eggs from In Space, and I'm pretty sure this movie deals with the Zeo crystal. From what I was told, this is again, I don't know because I have dodged every single piece of information about this movie aside from the fact that Goldar's design looks really, really dumb. But I'll get into that in a minute. I was initially told that it's gonna be based off the Zeo crystal, and Rita's trying to steal the Zeo crystal from Zordon. Zordon and Rita were the original Power Rangers, which is why in the trailer you hear her say, "I've killed Power Rangers before," meaning either she's a Power Ranger, which I think they've already talked about, and this is her like, I'm gonna kill off Zordon's new team of Power Rangers, because me and him was riding or dying back in the day, riding through the six with our Zords, not running through the six with our Zords. My fault. But yeah, that's how I see it. I see it ending like this. Rita doesn't die. Zed comes in and sets up the sequel, or I'm pretty sure Tommy might come in, which might throw a monkey wrench into Jason and Kimberly's relationship, because in the trailer, in the very first trailer that premiered, you see Jason and Kimberly kiss, and Tommy's gonna come in to be Mr. Steel Girl, like how Mr. T tried to steal Adrian from Rocky in Rocky 3, and was like, hey woman, you want to be a real man?" But did you ever watch Rocky 3, Bajimxenn? Because this joke will fly over your head if you haven't.
No, I know what you're talking.
Okay, I'm making sure, because sometimes when I make references, people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I may be an English major, but Jesus Christ. But yeah, so those are my couple predictions. I think they'll talk about why Goldar looks like a freaking android. It looks like he has a giant hole in his face. I'm not even go. I can make 100 jokes about why he has a hole in his face, but I'm trying to keep this PG, so I'm not going to. But yeah, I think that's currently my predictions. Hopefully this movie's not garbage. I don't think it's gonna be garbage. Again, I think this is gonna be a fun movie. I can easily see this movie being like a rental. Like, this movie is a straight rental, and this, like, if you want to like surprise your kids who love Power Rangers, or like your niece or your nephew or your little brother, you'll like rent this movie when it comes out on like Blu-ray or Amazon Prime or Netflix or something like that. This is like a Netflix with your family, and just watch an entertaining movie with your kids or your relatives or whatever.
Speaking of Power Rangers, is there any plans for another show?
Another show, like on Nickelodeon,
another, like series, like on TV?
Well,
movie.
Well, show. They're currently on the new season of Power Rangers called Power Rangers Ninja Steel, which I've watched, and if y'all haven't yet, Look, I jumped off Power Rangers after Mystic Force. I have not watched Power Rangers ever since. I tried watching Super Mega Force, and the first episode of that show pissed me off so bad that that's the reason why I'm rewriting Power Rangers in my own image, and hopefully you guys will love it when I'm done. And then I jumped back into Ninja Steel. My friend from Ranger Live Chat. If y'all haven't yet, please be sure to check out Ranger Live Chat. Lots of good content there. Lots of great interviews with former cast members of Power Rangers. The link in the description box will be in the video, but will also be in the description box. The link will be in the description box, and it will also be in the movie. One take in the video later on. But yeah, Ninja Steel is actually surprisingly pretty good. But yeah, if you haven't yet, check out Ninja Steel. But yeah, so yeah, I think those are my predictions. You got any more thoughts, Bajimxenn?
What do you want there to be? What are you hoping? Like a reference or something from? Because I'm assuming this movie is based off like the Mighty Morphin series.
Yes, it is. It's a revamped version of Mighty Morphin.
Do you expect to see anything familiar from, like the Mighty Morphin?
Well, I already know.
Do you want it to?
I already know.
Do you want it to be?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you want it to be? Do you want it to be completely like its own new thing?
Well, it's already trying to be its own new thing. I mean, yes, it's harping on our nostalgia, but at the same time, it's not like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. These aren't kids that are like role models. These are not kids that clearly are doing good things for the community like in the show. These are kids who get into trouble. These are kids who are outcasts. These are kids who, quite frankly, they're the type of kids that you don't want to hang out with or you make fun of at school. If y'all remember the high school days, I don't want to go into that because high school didn't suck for me, but I know some people high school sucked. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for me, I hung out with all the cliques, so it didn't really matter. I was hanging out with the goth kids, the jocks, and everyone like that. So it is what it is. But I'm expecting it to be its own thing because of the fact that you already know, like, Jason's on house arrest, Billy's a nerd, Zach is the quiet Asian kid, Kimberly, who, and I swear to God, this girl looks exactly like Amy Jo Johnson. It's so scary. Like, I'm like, did Amy Jo Johnson get younger for this? What did she do? And then Trini is apparently a pathological liar because her mom thinks she's on drugs. So it's already playing to that teenage and like almost an adult crowd as well. Overall, I'm expecting, because it looks like they're taking elements from the rated R version of Power Rangers. That's why it looks somewhat realistic and it's something that you can understand and stuff. Other than that, when it comes to references and Easter eggs, you already know they're gonna be dropping Easter eggs and stuff. It's gonna be like watching Godzilla again. Don't be wrong, I love Godzilla, but there was like a bunch of Easter eggs they dropped. Like they had dropped Easter eggs about like the reboot to Godzilla. And I'm not talking about the Matthew Broderick one. I'm talking about
the 2014 Godzilla.
Yeah, the one they were talking about how like Godzilla is the souls of all the Japanese civilians who died in Hiroshima. During the Hiroshima nuclear bomb and stuff like that. Like they drop references like that. So I am positive they'll drop some hints on like the old school Mighty Morphin or any of the other Power Ranger shows. They'll be dropping hints on. They'll probably drop a couple of hints on freaking the rated R version. Which if they do, that'd be a pretty gutsy move to do. So. Yeah, again, I'm not expecting a lot out of this movie. I'm expecting to have a good time, though. That's my only expectation about this movie. Am I gonna have a good time watching this movie, or am I gonna regret it? Because I actually have to go see it twice this week.
Twice?
I have to go. I'm gonna go see it twice this week. I got into the premiere, and I also a good friend of mine who I will call him my Robin because I dropped his name during the Rogue One trailer and he got mad. He's like, "Don't put my name out there. I want people to know my name." I'm like, okay. So I call him my young Padawan, or I call him my Robin because he thinks I'm like I'm training him, like I'm working out with him so he can like lose weight and he can gain muscle. He bought me a ticket to go see Power Rangers with him this Friday. So again, I hope I don't regret it because again, there's a lot at stake for this movie. Like I'm guarantee you, come this weekend, I will be reviewing this movie, and if it's garbage,
you don't want to have to sit through it twice.
You honestly might see me cry in the middle of my review. Oh, because I'm like, why did you do this? Or it's either me crying tears of joy or tears of pain.
Let's hope for joy.
But I'm hoping for. I am not trying to say this movie's gonna be awful. I think this movie's gonna be good. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Like Saban's been on a roll. Okay, even though Megaforce was trash, they came back with Dino Charge, and I was told Dino Charge is actually really good, and Ninja Steel so far is actually pretty good. Fingers crossed. Hopefully this movie is not bad. Hopefully Saban and Lionsgate can give me a good popcorn flick like Battle Los Angeles, The Mummy, and Van Helsing and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, it is what it is. Any other questions before we cut this recording?
No, you're good.
I'm good. Alright guys, thank you very much for coming by. And for those of y'all who are on YouTube, if you liked this prediction video, hit me with a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit me with a thumbs down. Let me know, would you like for me to do more predictions for other movies coming out later in the year? Because we can easily do one for Wonder Woman and Guardians 2 and Spider-Man, and everything like that. I will be doing a new movie review, hopefully this week. Aside from Power Rangers, I'm either gonna do Get Out, Beauty and the Beast, or Kong Skull Island, or the Lego Batman movie. I'm probably gonna go see Get Out first because, well, you know why. Basically, you know why too, right?
I think so.
You're like, I don't know. Should I say it?
I don't want to say it.
Anyways, alright guys, thank you very much. Again, if you haven't yet, be sure to follow me here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. I stream every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. And follow me on Twitter so I can let y'all know when I'll be putting out a new video or streaming. And yeah, and also be sure to follow my boy Bajimxenn on Twitter. Follow my boy Mr. Gotchow15, who he couldn't be here. He's doing some stuff right now. Also follow him on Twitter and follow him on Twitch. Follow my boy X-Force on Twitch as well. And everything like that. Other than that, guys, this is Reckless Fox. Peace out. Bless up. Keep on ranking things $20 or less. And yeah, don't let me down, Power Rangers. Don't let me down. Peace.